The PlayStation Store's holiday sale week 2 is live right now, and I'm going to be taking a look at some of those deals available. The PlayStation Store is a little bit wonky right now. They're trying to update everything, but the sales are live. We will, of course, make more videos taking a look at the sale in depth, so stay tuned for that, but I'll give you guys a quick overview today. On top of that, the Dreams Creator Beta is finally arriving tomorrow on the PlayStation 4 with a little bit of a caveat. It's going to be exclusive to certain people tomorrow, and then it'll open up to the public early next year. Also, based on the My PlayStation 4 Life videos, we're getting a lot of interesting numbers about a variety of different games, and one game that we have some numbers on is Gravity Rush 2. Gravity Rush 2 was a game that seemed to have under-delivered from a commercial standpoint from Sony. I don't think we're gonna get a Gravity Rush 3, but seemingly there was a significant amount of people that played the game. However, there's a little bit of a caveat on that too as well. And lastly, I just mentioned about Gravity Rush 2 not doing all too well commercially. Well, another game that didn't do all too well was Titanfall 2. That game had the unfortunate fate of being released around the same time as some other FPS juggernauts. However, a job listing from Respawn does suggest a Titanfall 3 is in development. More on that at the end of this video. First, let's take a look at some of the deals available as a part of the PSN's holiday sale week 2. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is seeing a significant discount. It's 50% off down to $29.99. Now that is for PlayStation Plus subscribers, but that is still a very good deal. Typically on the digital front, sometimes Assassin's Creed does hold up in value compared to its physical counterpart, so it's good to see AC Odyssey down to $30 on the PlayStation Store. On top of that, Battlefield 5 is also seeing a significant 50% off discount. It's down to $29.99. That game is not even a month old, and we're just seeing sale after sale after sale for that game. You really should not be paying more than $30 for Battlefield 5. Looks like it didn't do all too well from a sales standpoint. EA really blundered that, but hey, $30 for the game isn't all too bad. Castlevania Requiem, Symphony of the Night, and Rondo of Blood. This is a pretty recent release, and it's 50% off for $9.99. These are two classics in the Castlevania franchise. Symphony of the Night is considered by many to be the best game in the franchise, and Rondo of Blood is very good as well. Both games for $10, not too shabby. Darksiders Furies Collection War and Death. This is both Darksiders and Darksiders 2 is 70% off down to $11.99. Darksiders 3 has officially been released. Unfortunately, the critical reception for that game was not all too strong, but Darksiders 1 and 2 are still very good games, and to essentially get both of them for $5.99 a pop, that's pretty damn good. We're also seeing significant discounts on Destiny 2. You can get Destiny 2 Forsaken Legendary Collection 40% off for $35.99. That's pretty good if you do want to jump into Destiny 2 and get Forsaken along the way. Disgaea 5 Complete Bundle is 30% off for $27.99. The base game is 30% off as well. That's $20.99. Dishonored 2 is 67% off for $13.19. Dishonored Definitive Edition is 50% off for $9.99. And then Death of the Outsider is 50% off for $14.99. Alternatively, you can get the complete collection for $31.99. The Doom and Wolfenstein 2 bundle is available. Once again, that's 60% off for $27.99. That's really good. Doom typically goes for $15, and Wolfenstein 2 did go on sale a lot and very quickly after its release, but it still goes for like $20. So to get both those for $28, I would say is pretty good if you want both of the games. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition. I know Fallout has a negative stigma attached to it, but Fallout 4 was pretty good, and the Game of the Year Edition for $29.99 isn't all too shabby. God of War is 35% off for $25.99. Of course, many would consider that to be the best PlayStation 4 game of the year. After all, it did win that award at the Game Awards, so $25.99 for that is quite good. If you haven't checked it out yet, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's an excellent game and a phenomenal reconstruction of the God of War formula. LA Noire is on sale 50% off for $19.99, and then I do see Marvel Spider-Man, which is 33% off for $40.19. So all around, a ton of new great deals have been added. We will be doing a video in depth taking a look at some of the best deals as a part of week 2. Some of the deals from week 1 do look to be carrying over. The PlayStation Store is still updating, so I have some questions about exactly how they're doing the holiday sale. They did say week 1 was ending today, but I do see a couple of games like Grand Theft Auto 5 still on sale, so I'll let you guys in on an update on that as soon as I figure that out, because it's confusing me a little bit, and it seems like some of you guys are confused as well. But more on that as the PlayStation Store updates. Moving on from that, Dreams Creator Beta is finally dropping tomorrow on the PlayStation 4. Unfortunately, it is not going to be available for everyone. It's going to be exclusively available for fans who've subscribed to Media Molecule's newsletter. That was free to subscribe to, and we weren't given any inclination that subscribing to it was going to get you in on the Dreams Beta, but hey, that's a cool gesture that they're doing for their hardcore fans. But still, personally speaking, I'm not a Media Molecule's newsletter subscriber, so I won't be getting into the beta right away. However, for people like me, you'll be able to sign up for beta access on January 4th, and then the more open phase of the beta will kick off on January 8th. So it's not like we don't have any chance of getting into the beta. It's just that for those of you that are subscribers to Media Molecule's newsletter, you have guaranteed guaranteed access, and that'll be dropping tomorrow. At the very least, this is gonna allow for a lot of people to tap into their creativity, and we should be seeing what people are capable of with Dreams. And again, this is just a beta, so the final product is gonna be quite a bit different. But Dreams is scheduled to drop sometime in 2019, and the beta client itself will be around a 4GB download. And by the way, with this beta, we won't have PlayStation VR support, but when the game does launch, that will be an element of the game as well. Unfortunately, not a part of the beta. Moving on from that, Gravity Rush 2 was one of those games that unfortunately did not do as well commercially as it did critically. Everybody that played the game really loved it. However, from a sales standpoint, it didn't do well enough to justify a Gravity Rush 3, but I still consider it to be one of the best PlayStation 4 exclusives available. And we've gotten some pretty interesting information about the game. Thanks to the My PS4 Lite videos, we have indicators of how many people played a wide variety of PlayStation 4 games, and of course, Gravity Rush 2 being one of those games. That number is at a significant 800,000 people playing Gravity Rush 2. Now, there are a couple of things to know. Gravity Rush 2 was just available as a Plus title for those of you in Asia, and then I also believe this doesn't take into account people sharing games, so if you do share a game with a friend or buy a used copy, you will be added to the number of people that played the game, so actual sell-through copies, it's gonna be a little less than that. That's why we're seeing insane numbers like Call of Duty World War II having 24 million players. The actual numbers are gonna be a little bit different, but it is kind of nice to see that 800,000 people were able to enjoy the excellence of Gravity Rush 2, and if you've yet to play it, the game goes on sale all the time. For a little bit, it was available for $5.99. On the most recent time it went on sale, they did bump up the price to $11.99, so that was kind of unfortunate. But still, Gravity Rush 2 is a significant game. I recommended it at a full $59.99, and when it does go on sale, if you're paying $12 for it, it's an incredible buy, but we do know 800,000 of you guys have played the game.
Legacies.
And lastly, Titanfall 2 was one of my favorite games of 2016. I've gone as far as to say it's one of the best first-person shooters of this entire generation. You could make an argument that it is the best first-person shooter, but unfortunately, back in 2016, it released around the same time as some other FPS juggernauts, including Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Battlefield 1. And Battlefield 1 being an EA-published title, Titanfall 2 being an EA-published title, that just seemed like a disaster waiting to happen and a train wreck that EA could have completely avoided. But hey, I think it's become seemingly obvious in 2018 that EA is a big fan of train wrecks, and that's what happened with Titanfall 2, even though the game was so good. So is a Titanfall 3 happening? Well, a new job listing by the developers at Respawn Entertainment are suggesting that. Specifically, it also says, quote, the team is looking for a highly skilled senior animator who will embrace their philosophy and share his or her hard-earned expertise to create an incredible experience for the players. Of course, right now, we do know that Respawn is working on a brand new Star Wars game, but I imagine that part of their studio is working on something else, and a Titanfall 3 would be something that I would love. Titanfall 2 was one of those games that, yes, initially it didn't do all too well, but after it went on sale, after there was a core following established and people kept on talking about the game, it did seemingly develop a cult following, so hopefully at some point we do see a Titanfall 3. But that is going to conclude this video. Again, week 2 of the holiday sale over at the PlayStation Store is live right now. The store is still updating. It's a little bit laggy and it's a little bit hard to navigate as of this point, but I already see great deals on Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Battlefield 5, Disgaea 5. That deal on Castlevania Requiem is really good. By the way, Fallout 76 is on sale too. That's 33% off for $40.19. So that's something to note as well. Again, the Dreams Creator Beta will drop tomorrow for those of you subscribed to Media Molecule's newsletter. It looks like around 800,000 people have played Gravity Rush 2, and Titanfall 3 may actually be happening if a job listing is to be believed. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.